Morning, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing? Welcome. We're on that one.
I see it. Red light.
Is the red light on?
There's red light.
I didn't even see it. Good. Well, good morning. Oh, that's not the one you're wearing Saturday, right?
No, it's not. This is the backup.
We'll get to these in just a second, folks. It looks good, by the way.
I'm saving Wu-Tang for the concert.
I figured that you're doing something like that. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on this beautiful Friday morning. The rain has left the area, hopefully.
Hopefully.
As it had left when we're shooting this. It is Saturday. We're shooting this on Wednesday afternoon. And by the way, did you see the French one?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, that was good.
2-0 was the final. I missed stoppage time, basically.
There was only 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Morocco didn't do anything. We're going to talk about World Cup a little bit today. We're going to talk about, might talk a little high school basketball.
Do we have to?
A little. When the tournaments come out, you got to at least show the bracket.
We did get the bracket for my tournament today.
Well, and the tournament bracket also came out for Flores today, so we'll talk about that. We're going to talk college football, the first weekend of bowl loving season.
Bowl mania?
Bowl mania, yeah. I love it. It's just my favorite.
Although you saw my tweet about that today.
What was that?
No one cares about bowl season anymore.
The heck they don't.
Okay. Some do.
We'll
get into that during that segment.
That's fine. We're going to talk about that. Might talk a little bit of NFL. I've even got NBA stuff that I've been promising our voluminous fans that we were going to talk about the NBA eventually.
Okay.
We will eventually. But what else, before we get to that, what else is going on, ladies and gentlemen, around the area today and this weekend, as a matter of fact? This is Friday, December 16th. The city of Fairfield and the Wayne County Chamber will be hosting the Christmas market on today through Sunday. They're going to have vendors. They need vendors. They'll have limited space available. Cost is $100. Be tent space available all weekend long with ice skating, food trucks, train rides, and plenty more. For more information to reserve your spot, pardon me, give Libby a call at 842-6116 or visit WayneCountyILChamber.com. That'll be fun. What else is going on today? Now I don't know. I have a feeling I know what you think of this band, or what you may have used to think of this band, or what you may think of them now. Tonight, however, at the Effingham Performance Center, after more than 4 decades together, I'll read the description and see if you can pick the band. After more than 4 decades together, this band continues to bring a signature blast of Southern rock to over 100 cities a year. And at each and every show, thousands of audience members are amazed by the explosive power of the band's performance. The band's many gold and platinum albums.
Is this going to be Confederate Railroad?
Album awards stand as a testament to the endurance of a legendary powerhouse. Back Where You Belong, Chain Lightning, Second Chance. I'm naming songs.
I know, and I still don't.
If I'd Been the One, I started at the back end. Yeah. Hold On Loosely.
Okay. Now you're getting into
Rockin' Into the Night.
Yeah, and I'm still blanking on it.
Caught Up in You. Remember Teacher? The song Teachers? It's 38 Special.
Who I have seen live.
Have you seen 38 Special live?
The Coin State Fair.
Oh, really?
It was like 38 Special, Head East, Jefferson. I can't remember if they were Starship or Airplane at the time.
Probably Starship by then.
And REO.
Oh, well, now that was a big time. I'm certain it was the best time of concert you've ever had.
I was in junior high, so not exactly.
Ticket prices for tonight's show, $80, $65, and $50. Which one are you getting?
What night is it?
It's tonight.
Then I'll be at a ball game.
Oh, doggone it. Where are you going to be?
Meals are home.
Who they have?
Casey.
El Dorado? Casey
Westfield.
So 38 Special is tonight at the Effingham Performance Center. Were you a fan? Or are you a fan?
I couldn't tell you the last time I listened.
I probably couldn't either. What else going on this weekend, ladies and gentlemen? On Saturday, the Hope Ministries Food Pantry of Jeff will be distributing food, and that'll be from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. Also going on Saturday, Salem's Mobile Market will be open. This will be at the Grace Church of the Nazarene. Really not a market. First come, first served. Distribution begins at 8:30. Pull your vehicle up, pop the trunk, and volunteers will place food items inside. Also, the St. Thomas Episcopal Church cookie. I'm not sure exactly what this means. I think they left the word sale off.
No, you just got to go look at a cookie.
That's how it reads.
Everybody observe.
St. Thomas Episcopal Church cookie in Salem, Illinois. Come and browse various homemade treats.
I think you're just
You might be
look
right.
at it.
It does say come and browse. It doesn't say you can buy them.
Sometimes being a smart aleck pays off.
I guess so. I am astonished by that. But yeah, there you are. Diaper giveaway also in Salem at the Grace United Methodist Church. Go to the south door across from the Marion County Courthouse marked Gracie's. They'll have size 1 to 7 diapers as well as size 2 to 3 toddlers and 5 to 6.
Nothing for
pull-ups.
adults if they eat too many oatmeal cookies at the cookie thing?
I don't think so.
I'm just saying there's a chance for synergy here.
That would really be very helpful. It could really be very, very helpful. As I get older, I find out how more helpful that could be. Also, the Central Central Literary Open Mic is Saturday afternoon at the Centralia Regional Library. Join us for an afternoon of free entertainment as local authors share their work. Newcomers are welcome to join for an open mic, and all ages welcome to watch and participate. Refreshments will be provided. The event will be held upstairs at the Monken Activity Room, accessible by elevator and stairs. Also in Effingham, it's Cookies with Santa. Come enjoy Cookies with Santa at the VFW in Effingham. Kids can decorate their own cookie, make their own ornament, enjoy hot cocoa, milk, and the best of all, get a picture with Santa. Price is $5 a child. They'll also have a raffle for Hardy's Reindeer Ranch. All proceeds go to the Bosom Buddies Relay for Life in Effingham County. What else is going, ladies and gentlemen? You can see by our fashionable wear. Let's see, raise that up. I've got a gingerbread man with
Mine is a Star Wars reference and makes fun of old people.
Your father, I am okay, but
Okay,
so that's the little baby Yoda, right?
Yeah, well, technically not. He's actually not Yoda's kid, but
Is he not Yoda's kid?
we won't nerd out completely. But no,
Is
he's
he?
not.
What's he, Yoda's nephew or something?
Don't just same species.
Oh, okay. Well, there
As
you
far
go.
as we know so far.
Ladies and
The show's
gentlemen, it's
still going.
National Ugly Christmas Sweater Day, as this hits on the third Friday of December each year since 2011. National Ugly Christmas Sweater Day has grown to be an international event. This celebration gives holiday lovers worldwide a chance to wear their ugly Christmas sweaters. In 2014, they partnered with Save the Children in their Make the World Better with a Sweater
I
campaign.
just remembered I had another one that I could have worn. But
I figured you said you were saving one for tomorrow
I've got
night.
a
Like you
Wu-Tang.
didn't have
They
any
got a
others.
beautiful Wu-Tang.
I've seen the
Christmas sweater.
Wu-Tang. It's like a yellow.
Yellow and green, and
yeah.
it's got the bees. And I'm wearing it to a concert Saturday night. So
Yeah, I can make that. Make
actually, I forgot I had one, like a homemade one that said "Jingle My Bells."
Who is the concert?
J.R. Carroll and Drayton Farley.
Where's that?
Hi-Fi in Indianapolis.
Oh, no kidding.
theater up
Hi-Fi is the theater in the Old National Bank, whatever it is.
Actually, my first time going to the Hi-Fi, surprisingly.
Really?
'Cause we live closer to
That's
St.
the one
Louis.
downtown, though,
Yeah,
right?
it's
not up in
southeast
Broad
of
Ripple.
downtown. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that'll be fun. That'll be a good time. How to observe ugly Christmas sweater day? Well, of course, wear a sweater. Animal or cartoon characters with holiday themes give the sweaters a fun feel. In 2011, this was what started when ugly Christmas sweater lovers created National Ugly Christmas Sweater Day as a day to lighten up the busy holidays and show off their absurdly ugly sweaters. The day has grown in popularity and is now celebrated worldwide.
I assume it was started by the glitter industry.
I would think the glitter industry, or possibly the the Christmas lights industry, because yeah, those sweaters have lights on them, and how many wears would you get out of a sweater with lights on it? I guess you get all you want.
Can't really wash them.
Yeah, you're not gonna wash them, and that kind of be bad. What else is today? This is National Underdog Day, ladies and gentlemen. This recognizes that America loves its underdogs each year on the third Friday of December. We cheer on the teams and individuals who are statistically expected to lose in competition.
I've come around on the underdog thing.
Really?
Malcolm Gladwell convinced me to not root for underdogs.
Malcolm Gladwell did.
Yeah.
Malcolm.
Why do you want to root for the incompetent ones?
Malcolm Gladwell's kind of a jerk, you know.
He can be, absolutely, yes. So I kind of like the guy.
Oh, well, yeah. That makes it all comes together.
He makes a compelling argument on why you should never root for the underdog.
He does make. Well, that's his job.
Yeah, that's what he does, is convince people to believe things they never thought about.
He's a philosopher. His job is to make arguments, for crying out loud. Let's see. The Rocky films basically started this underdog trend. Well, there were probably underdogs long before that. Underdogs inspire folks. They are. There's also Underdog Day.
Word called the Revolutionary.
Yeah, that was an underdog. Yeah, that was an underdog. On Saturday, ladies, and by the way, did you watch Underdog as a kid?
I did not.
I did.
I was more of the He-Man, Transformers.
Yeah, Underdog.
Ninja Turtles generation.
Underdog probably wasn't on television much when you were growing up.
Like the dude from Sesame Street just died.
Bob.
I had no clue who he was because I've never seen Sesame Street.
It's been on for 50 years. How'd you never see Sesame Street?
That just was not what we watched when I was a kid.
Oh, well,
I went straight from He-Man and Transformers and G.I. Joe to Sports Center in the mornings. And
how'd you learn how to count?
Learn how to what?
How'd you learn your alphabet?
Actually, you probably don't want a guy on a gambling TV show and count what?
Know how to count? What are you talking about? What else is going on, ladies and gentlemen? On Saturday, it is National National Maple Syrup Day. Get the flapjacks ready for National Maple Syrup Day. That's a good-looking pile of pancakes right there. This calls for December 17th each year. Calls for piles of pancakes, French toast, and biscuits, topped off with butter and delicious maple syrup.
I just bought some bananas. I can make some pancakes.
Oh, really? When am I getting invited?
No. You wouldn't like mine anyway.
That's probably true.
It's banana and egg. That's
what?
Banana and egg, that's it. But I make banana pancakes.
Okay.
No flour.
All right, I see. Okay, that makes... Do you put maple syrup on them?
Yes. I'll skip the gluten and go straight to the sugar.
That's cool. Well, that's cool. It takes 40 gallons of sap required to make a gallon of maple syrup. The first written account of maple syrup back into the 1600s. 80%. Canada makes 80% of the world's supply of maple syrup, and they have interesting. You remember a few years ago when they had the maple syrup robbery. They have interesting things happen with maple syrup out there. They keep it in big barrels, and somebody basically robbed about half the supply or some kind of crazy number.
Favorite robbery stories of the last 15 years is probably maple syrup. Pappy.
Yeah, Pappy, the Pappy
and
Van, what's his name?
Van Winkle.
Van Winkle.
And the almond heist out in California.
The almond heist is something else. Yeah. That's nuts.
The fact that it was Ukrainian mobsters of all things.
That's nuts. Well, they're all three pretty. The Pappy Van Winkle theft under their nose is just, well, it's the same thing with the maple syrup. What do you want to see on TV, ladies and gentlemen? High school basketball tonight. We'll be in Salem. Freeburg Midgets at Salem Wildcats. That's right here on this channel. I believe channel also Catch TV channel 98. NBA basketball tonight. Golden State's at the Sixers on ESPN. That's a doubleheader. That'll be followed by the Nuggets at the Lakers. And Charles Barkley is right. Why do we show the Lakers?
They're not good this year.
They're not good this year. Also at 7 o'clock, the Knicks are at the Bulls. That's on channel 643. In hockey at 8 o'clock, the Blues will be in Calgary. That's on Bally, channel 630. Men's basketball, college basketball, the Musketeers at Georgetown on Fox Sports 1, channel 610. That'll be followed by Creighton at Marquette, and that all starts at 5:30. Finally, it's here. College bowl season starts.
First one's tonight.
Starts this morning. First ones are this morning.
Okay, I knew it. Yeah.
10:30, the Hometown Lenders Bahamas Bowl. Miami of Ohio versus UAB. That's on ESPN, followed also by the Duluth Trading Care Bowl. And I don't know, what is Duluth Trading? Is that like clothes or something?
Men's
underwear?
clothing. Yeah, they do all those. If you listen to any freaking podcast ever, they usually sponsor it.
Okay. That's UTSA, the Texas San Antonio Roadrunners versus Troy. I already have money on that game. I'm guessing that. Are you waiting?
No, because I missed the number I wanted.
You watch a Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. This is Brian. I'm Bruce. Back after this. Stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I'm Dr. Eric Pikus. I'm a general practice physician here at CRHPC, and I work at the Clay Medical Center in Flora. One of the things that I love about working for CRHPC is the fact that it's a federally qualified healthcare center. And that means that we can take care of any patient, whatever the case may be. We don't have to worry about their financial situation. And I love the fact that we can take care of anybody that needs our help. So no matter what care somebody needs, we're going to give them the best possible care available without judgment.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. I'm Bruce. That is Brian Turner. Thank you so much for tuning in today. This is Ugly Sweater Day, and every day's Ugly Sweater Day for you, though, isn't it, Brian?
Are you saying I don't have fashion sense?
Actually, every day's Ugly Sweater Day for me.
Every day is sweatpants day for me right now.
Oh, is that right?
I somehow managed to go from being a sports writer to taking a job where I have to dress up to go be a sports writer. That's hard to do. Sports writers not exactly known for their fashion.
No, no. I didn't realize you had to get out of warm-ups to go be a sports writer. Speaking of sports writer, you're going to be busy. This is right now.
Tis the season.
Tis the season. Right now, it is we're in the middle of the Conrad Allen Holiday Tournament. And two of the schools that we cover, and another we're going to cover soon, have made the gold round of that tournament. As Sisney has made the gold, and as North Clay, right? Wayne City had too, right?
I just knew North Clay had, honestly.
No, I'm pretty sure
that is a tournament I covered for 15 years, and I haven't paid attention in the last 3 years.
I'm pretty sure it's set up for they have the gold group, the bronze group, the silver group, and the bronze group, depending on how you did in your little 4-team or 3-team pool.
Let's see, that was something kind of new.
That was new. That was new and different. And so I believe Sisney plays, I want to say Sisney, no, they may not have made it. Because Lovejoy just beat somebody, beat one of your teams. Didn't they beat Sisney? I can't remember. But North Clay plays on Friday night in the gold semifinal to determine if they'll play in the first place game or the third place game on Saturday. I think Sisney is, I really do think Sisney.
Like I said, I've checked out on that.
You don't follow those teams anymore, do you?
No.
Well, that happens. You know who you're following, and the bracket just came out. Here is, ladies and gentlemen, scoot close to your TV for the 58th annual El Dorado Holiday Tournament bracket. I was kind of surprised. I wasn't surprised to see Heron get the 1 and Massac get the 2. Heron's a pretty solid team. I was surprised to see Vienna only get a 5. Have they not played anybody?
I feel like they just lost to someone this week, didn't they?
Well, they're 7-1.
And I want to say that one came this week.
Oh, okay. That might, well, they would have voted on this
on Tuesday. I believe they voted.
Yesterday before last night's games. Carmi's the 3. Carmi's got a good shot to win that tournament, don't they?
Carmi's a solid team this year. They had those 2 freshmen that came in last year because of all the injuries.
Yeah.
They're playing well. And Connors came back from injury, and he's MVP caliber candidate.
So they're Black Diamond East. El Dorado's a Black Diamond East. They get the 6th seed.
I thought the most surprising part of the bracket was El Dorado's actually playing a river-to-river team in the first round.
Wow. Well, it's West Frankfort.
True.
Does that count?
even bad river-to-river teams, they easily don't do that.
No, well, because that'll load the gym. But maybe West Frankfort. No, West Frankfort draws when you look at that gym. And then Carmi, that's going to be a big session with the El Dorado West Frankfort game. Carmi, Hardin County. Hardin County doesn't draw.
Vienna's one loss was Massac. I thought they had one this week, but I was wrong.
Yeah, I thought Vienna. I was surprised they were 5. I figured they'd be better. I thought they'd be ahead of Carterville, but
they thumped El Dorado by almost 40. Actually, it's 41.
Vienna did.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vienna's a good team, and they've got a good set of players this year. Hamilton County down to the 8th. I guess they only have the 1 kid now, don't they?
They had a couple kids. I saw them last night actually. A couple of guards have gotten better than because they had the Hampson kid was the 1 kid back from last year's team. Yeah. So who knew what was going to happen? They had a couple of guards that played pretty well last night.
Oh, that's good.
Some of that also the Mules struggle to defend the perimeter, so. They can make.
How bad they beat Fairfield on Tuesday?
Double digits.
Oh, was it? And was that down there or then Fairfield?
It was at McLeansboro.
Okay, we'll have actually, I think next Thursday, we've got North Clay at Fairfield for both boys and girls. How in the world did that game get set up in the middle of a vacation week?
I'm pretty sure that Chris Fleener is involved somehow. I have no proof of that, but.
Justin doesn't teach there.
No.
He just has a kid going there.
Just has Logan going there, yeah. And Logan's good. So we're calling this the Fleener Show-Off Bowl.
Logan's good. Yeah. Logan is a good player. Chris doesn't have any kids old enough to play for Fairfield, does he?
Dylan does not play basketball.
Dylan does not play basketball.
He's sophomore.
Okay. All right. Well, the Fleener Bowl down in Fairfield next week. We'll be down there for that, so that ought to be a good time. But in addition to that, Fairfield down in the El Dorado. By the way,
we're seeing Fairfield not rated.
Yeah, first time in years. Usually they're 7 or 8. Who do you pick to win? Who's going to win it?
It's going to be tough to beat Heron.
It's going to be tough to beat Heron.
And they are the only 3A school in there.
I'm going to go, they've already beat Massac too, right?
I was going to look that up, actually.
I was going to go with Carmi. I'm just going to go with Carmi as my off the board.
Massac
pick.
is 7-1. Their 1 loss was to Murfreesboro.
Oh, okay. Here also is the 50th annual Vandalia Holiday Tournament. 10 teams in it, so you play 4. It's a full round robin with 2 different pods or 2 different groups. And then they all play on Thursday afternoon. Flora has a couple of games. I believe 1 on Monday, 2 on Tuesday, and 1 on Wednesday. next week. So Flora gets the number 4 seed. Flora's playing pretty good right now, and Nokomis is in this. This is a pretty solid tournament. When you look at Nokomis being the 3, you've got Shelbyville's the 2, and the number 1 seed is Christ Our Rock Lutheran. How do you think about that? Basically, maybe the smallest school in the tournament.
But they're also private. And
they are private.
I believe they're looking for a new conference now, too.
Are they going to get out of the MTC?
I believe that's already been decided.
By whom?
I believe by the MTC.
Because they didn't have enough teams or something?
I'm not sure what happened there, but I'm pretty sure that's happening soon. Hope I didn't jump the gun on something there.
That might be news to folks.
Sometimes I forget what I know officially and what I just know.
I tell you what, let's do. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back, talk a little college football. Bowl weekend starts. I can't wait. I'm just fired up.
Yeah.
You're the worst.
I am.
It's college football. It doesn't matter who's playing. It's college football. We'll be back right after this. Stick around.
At Midwest Farm and Land, we've got a team of dedicated land, home, and commercial experts ready to help.
We understand that buying or selling a property can be extremely stressful. Let our folks take care of you and help you find your perfect piece of property.
Whether it's recreational or hunting land, farmland, homes, or commercial, we're there to help.
Local experts with national reach. If you're interested, give us a call, 618-532-1961, or check us out on the website, midwestfarmco.com.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
Did you see what, ladies and gentlemen, our thoughts and prayers and all that kind of business go out to the Mississippi State family and Mike Leach.
One of the all-time great human beings.
One of the all-time great human beings, great quotes for sports people, like sports media, as Brian and I are. By the way, it's Brian Turner here. I don't think I introduced you yet.
No, but if they don't know by now.
Brian is here. Mike Leach. I was begging. I sent tweet after tweet after tweet whenever Mike Leach was available, whenever the Illini had the opening, and they hired Tim Beckman.
I was going to say, that was the Beckman hire.
That was
when he left Texas Tech, correct?
That's when he left Texas Tech. And I was
just not left, but
he was kicked out of Texas Tech.
Completely wrong reasons.
Terrible, made-up reasons. They kicked him out of Texas Tech, so he was available down there. And then he went to Washington State and had a pretty nice little run at Wazoo. Left there for more money at Mississippi State and had a nice little run going there. Finally got over 500.
Guy won wherever he went.
I just
watched the show was called Portraits. Jeremy Bates does like interviews, and he had one of the episodes was with Mike Leach. Jeremy Bates played college football.
Yeah.
But they both lived in Key West, so they did it all there, went snorkeling together and all that, and they sat at Tony's bar and did the interview with all the stools and all that, with all the Hemingway and John Prine stools, and so that was kind of, I love Mike Leach. I think my favorite story I heard this week after his passing was he was doing some 4th tier bowl game. He was coaching. I want to say this is when he was still at Texas Tech and hadn't really become Texas Tech yet.
Yeah.
And bowl games for those college, they're for scouting purposes. You line up in 21 personnel. You play a 4-3, cover 2 zone. They want to see the athletes perform. He shows up to practice like 30 minutes late and puts in his air raid offense. And someone goes up to him and said, "Hey, coach, that's not how we do these bowl games."
Like a senior bowl.
It wasn't even the senior bowl. It was like a 3rd or 4th tier. It wasn't senior bowl. Wasn't
but it was an all-star bowl.
It was an all-star bowl. Yeah. So they want to be able to evaluate the talent.
Right.
He comes in and puts in his air raid offense, going 4 wide. And they come up to him and is like, "Hey, coach, you can't do that." And his response was, "You guys knew who you hired, right?"
That's the thing. We got to talking about his career here, and I forgot the story I was going to tell about it because there's so many outstanding stories about the guy, and
most of them were caught on camera.
Yeah, and he was happy to talk to the camera, and he was just a wonderful human being.
As entertaining as someone that socially awkward can be.
Yeah. College football bowl week starts today. There is the first set of games. Miami at against UAB. That's in the Bahamas, and then UTSA versus Troy. Saturday there are a slew of games. There's the first half. Cincinnati at Louisville. Florida versus Oregon State. Are you surprised that Oregon State is playing on the first weekend at number 14 in the country?
They were the 5th or 6th team in the Pac-12. I mean,
I guess. Washington State also playing on the first weekend. How do you like Jimmy Kimmel having his own bowl game? It's like his second year for that.
How do you like the Who's Our Coach Bowl that was there on that Saturday?
Was that on that Saturday? The
Cincinnati had
Louisville versus Cincinnati. Yeah, the Who's Our Coach Bowl. Who is coaching those games?
Both Matt interim coaches,
assistants, right? Because they've both hired. And then you're looking at later on Saturday, Rice versus Southern Miss, SMU versus BMU down in New Mexico, Frisco Bowl in Frisco, Texas. That's the confusing thing. People think
it's not
Frisco
San Fran.
Bowl. Yeah, it's not San Francisco. It's Frisco, Texas, which North Texas.
Where is the Myrtle Beach Bowl?
I think that's in Myrtle Beach.
Okay.
I'm pretty
just
sure.
checking.
Hey, I've got money on that one too. I've got. I'm on a few of these games.
Hey, UConn was a moneymaker this year.
UConn was a moneymaker this year, as you want to see who the against the spread, and some of these games only got the first 8 there. They don't have the UConn game. This is their against the spread records in each of the teams going to these bowls. And I just realized a little while ago, I'm all over Fresno State. Washington State's they're missing guys, and I'm all over Troy. It's Oregon State is 10-2.
We have a couple of best bets. We'll get to those here in a minute, but
all right,
that was one of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm
intrigued.
You get excited for this. I always did. I do the bowl pick'ems. I still do because of.
I quit doing them about 4 or 5 years ago. There were too many. I just couldn't.
I still do them because I tend to pay attention more than most people who do bowl pick'ems.
Yeah.
But it is harder and harder to keep up because of opt-outs, because of transfer portals. So it's like I tweeted. So is that earlier,
why? Go ahead.
College bowl games have become the NFL preseason. You're kind of finding out what you've got coming back next year,
which is a great point. It's a great if you're gambling on it.
They're an early spring practice.
It's a great thing to keep in mind if you're gambling on it.
If you have the time to pay attention. If you're a casual bettor, you just want to watch football, don't bet on bowl games. Yeah. If you do, this is the one time where you chase the steam. If you see a line move 3 or 4 points, and you think, okay, I missed the best number, you probably didn't because it was moving for a reason in bowl games.
It's moving for a reason.
This is the one time where you chase a steam, where the line moves, you probably follow that movement.
Like you said, you have coaches opt out. You have you'll have kids practice all the way up to it, and then says, I'm backing out. I don't want.
Sometimes it happens game day.
Yeah,
they won't announce who's out, and it's just, oh, hey, our quarterback's not playing today. Sorry.
That's some of the best part of it. That's the best part of it. You just never know what's going to happen, and then the other cool part is,
I actually have a page bookmarked that has all the opt-outs, transfers, all that, like bowl by bowl, just to keep up with it.
Nobody's opted out for Illinois, have they?
Nobody has for Illinois.
Yeah, I didn't think we had. I didn't think they had. We'll talk about them more next week before they because the only bad thing, the tricky part about that game is Mississippi State did have people opt out, and they don't have a coach.
They've got 6 opt-outs right now that started.
Yeah. So
and their defensive coordinator was thinking about leaving. He's now the interim.
It makes it very.
Yeah.
It makes it tough. Last week. Last week reinforces last week's games reinforce in both actually the NFL and the college reinforce the old adage in investing. Past performances do not guarantee future performance. Past results do not guarantee future performance.
You talking college because there was only one game.
Past performances do not guarantee future results.
You took the under.
I took the under.
Which was a good bet until overtime.
It was a good bet until overtime. No offensive touchdowns. The one offensive touchdown was a fluke 60-yard run. The other touchdown was on a blocked punt.
Yeah.
So some weekends
I only had one bet on that game.
Some weekends you just better not to bet. I also took the under in Denver. That was over by halftime.
Oh yeah, it was. I took Army in that game.
You took Army?
Yep.
Oh yeah, you were.
I had Army
you
plus
thought
3.
You thought you lost.
Yeah, I probably should have, honestly.
Probably should have lost. What do we have going? What's the squad have going for this week's?
Talking bowl games first.
Bowl games, yeah. Bowl game picks for
right.
Jamie and you and me and Lucas.
Lucas is taking Florida plus 10.5 against Oregon State. He has not paid attention to some of the opt-outs. I believe Anthony Richards not playing in that game.
I don't think Anthony Richards is playing in that game. That was one of the surprising ones.
Which is probably priced in the 10.5, honestly, though.
Yeah, but I don't think it's 10.5. I thought it was. Florida's plus 10.5.
Yeah, Florida's plus 10.5.
Okay.
That's priced in with Richardson out at that point.
Okay. Yeah.
So it opened at 7.5 and it's moved 3.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I think the 7.5 was kind of guessing that he was going to be out anyway when they opened. And he's also got UConn plus 10.5 against Marshall. We just talked about UConn's been a moneymaker this year.
He is not the only one who has that.
Jamie's also on Florida at plus 10. And UAB Miami over 44.5. I'm going to assume that's a Thursday game because Jamie always bets a Thursday game.
Well, that's the first game.
Yeah.
It's Friday. It's aired tonight.
That is right. He always bets
it's
the
an
first
hour
game.
from now. This is the first game. First game of the weekend. Yeah, of course he is. Of course he's on that.
I think that's Jamie's handicapping for the show at this point. He got promoted a couple of times. So I think he just pulls up the full first game and guesses.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that.
Sorry, Jamie, if you're spending hours studying this.
I don't think he is.
But we know better.
Yeah, I don't think he is.
So yeah, that's those two.
What do I have? I'm trying to figure which ones I made because I've put like 3 or 4 in.
You have Troy minus 2 against UTSA.
Okay.
I like that one.
Troy minus 2. Troy is
Troy's a solid program.
Like we saw, Troy is they're 10-3 against the spread. UTSA 7-6. I think UTSA had an opt out too, didn't they?
The UTSA has none. Their running back was hurt in the conference championship game.
Okay, that was what I was thinking.
Yeah. Troy's got a receiver that's hurt. Don't know if he's going to be back.
Okay, what's the other one?
Then I had.
What's my other one?
Well, I had USM minus 4.5 against Rice.
Okay.
That is
Saturday afternoon.
Rice is, I think, on their third string quarterback.
Yeah.
Lost 4 of their last 5. USM's covered, I think, 5 of their last 6.
USM's playing well.
Yeah. And then we both have Fresno minus 3. And this is, I assume you're doing it for the same reason I am, playing against Washington State.
Yes.
With all the
State.
opt-outs.
Yeah, Washington State has had, or down to their third string quarterback, right?
No.
The defense is all opted out.
All three of their starting linebackers are out, or have either injured or opted out. Or
And they weren't that good on defense anyway.
Their top 2 wide receiver targets are out, and their slot receiver has decided to sit.
Fresno State.
Offensive coordinator left, defensive coordinator left.
Oh, from Wazoo?
Yeah.
They didn't stay through the game. They went ahead to their other job.
Yep.
Boy, that's almost
Fresno had one quarterback enter the cornerback order the transfer portal.
Yeah, their quarterback's still
He only
there.
played 2 snaps in the conference championship game.
The quarterback is still there, and he's a stud. So
the line has moved from -1 to -3, so you missed the best number. I still like it at 3. If it goes north of that, I may lay off. Washington State coming in was the better team. But with all the opt-outs, I like Fresno.
I love it. I love it, too. I tell you what, good luck to you folks this weekend. It's Bowl Mania. It's the best time of the year. I say it once every month or two. It's the best time of the year. This really is.
This really is. This time. Not the last time I said it really is.
Not the last time I said that. This really, really is the best time of the year.
Hey, daytime football is always a good thing.
Daytime football, I do admit, so even at some previous jobs, I might have watched a little bit of daytime football.
We're sports writers.
That's right, we're in the media.
We're sports media. It's part of our job.
That's exactly right. You ain't a kidding. That's Brian. I'm Bruce. Back after this. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
But I won't recommend
Yeah. You're not going to recommend them to
PointsBet or DraftKings, no.
PointsBet or DraftKings are out of the Wheeze loop.
I still have accounts, but I won't recommend them to people.
Why do you still have accounts then?
Because I can still make some other smaller bets. Are we on?
Yes, we are.
I can still use them, just not to full capabilities anymore.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. That's our weekly Take the Points edition. We're going to talk a little bit we've been talking college football, high school basketball. I don't know if we're going to get to, it's beginning
to a little bit of World Cup.
We got to talk World Cup. Let's do that right now. Or do you want to do that after the NFL?
Let's do World Cup now.
All right. On Saturday afternoon, it'll be Saturday morning, actually, our time. Saturday morning, it's Croatia versus Morocco. And on Sunday morning, it is the French versus France versus Argentina in the World Cup final. I am all over Argentina here. I had them early in the tournament, actually before the tournament.
Were they one of your finalist picks?
They were my finalist pick.
They were one of mine.
They were my winner pick, and I had them over Belgium.
I had them playing Brazil because I didn't pay attention to which side of the bracket they were on. So I had a good chance of getting one on that side.
Yes, you did. But I also bet them too. So yeah, I've got I win a couple of shekels if Argentina wins.
I did not take them in the semis. I did take France over Morocco.
I did not take Argentina in the semi as well because I figured if they lost, I didn't want to lose two bets. And I would have though, because I thought, what do you think about this final? It's a heck of a final. If you're a soccer fan, if you're not a soccer fan, it's a heck of a final.
France trying to repeat. I think only the second time ever.
Yeah, Brazil, I believe.
Brazil was some guy named Pele.
Some Pele guy. Pele.
So yeah, I mean that's what they're trying to join here, basically.
Yeah.
Mbappe's. It's actually with Messi versus Mbappe. I heard the comparison. It's kind of like Brady versus Mahomes.
It's two of maybe the 3 or 4 best players in the world.
35-year-old legend versus 23-year-old, probably the next legend.
Yeah. But Mbappe kind of turned his ankle today, or pardon me, on Wednesday. So I think he'll be healthy. He finished the game, and
I saw he had the basically set up the second goal.
Yeah, he finished the game, but it was you never know what.
And this is number 3 versus number 5 in the world as far as the SPI rankings.
And what's number 1 is
Brazil, Germany, Argentina, Spain, France.
Yeah. It'll be I think opening the kick is at 9 a.m. on Sunday morning. I would tell you, actually, since it's a gambling show, who would you pick?
Where I was the last World Cup championship match?
Italy versus what Italy was Italy versus France?
No, I'm thinking Champions League. Sorry, I was going Champions League in my head.
It's France versus who'd they beat? They beat Croatia in the finals.
Yeah,
beat the tar out of Croatia.
Yeah, because we were close to the rematch.
Yeah, that's right. Let's talk about Croatia versus Morocco. Let's make a pick. Do you have numbers there on what the betting line is on that? They probably got that.
I have not pulled up those. I can real quick.
The betting line. I'm going to guess before you pull it up that the betting line for Morocco Croatia is going to be. Croatia's going to be minus 130 or minus 120, and Morocco at 100.
Actually, I don't think lines are up yet.
Really?
That surprises me.
I'm surprised by that as well.
Yeah, I would make Croatia the favorite there.
Make Croatia the favorite? I don't know. Who are they going to make favorite in France versus Argentina?
I think France is going to be the favorite, which I'm hoping to get some plus money on Argentina, although it feels like a draw. I can see that being like a 1-1 draw.
Yeah, 1-1 draw. You're looking
regulation,
you go to penalty kicks and
you go to overtime first.
Yeah.
And then
have they ever gone to penalty kicks for the in the final?
I don't know actually.
I'm trying to remember. I don't know that they did. Italy didn't.
Croatia. I got the odds here. Croatia's plus 130. Morocco plus 215.
Oh well, they've got the draw.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
That's
draw.
the
90 minutes.
Yeah, I can go draw no bet here. Croatia minus 150, Morocco plus 120. Argentina is minus 110, France minus 115 because bookies are cockroaches.
They are taking their extra juice.
They're going to get their juice.
They're getting their extra juice. All right, let's pick them both. I'm going to take. I'll take the favorites. I'll take that back. I'm going to take Croatia and Argentina.
I'm going the same, actually.
Yeah. All right. Well, that makes sense. Good luck to you folks if you are into that. I suspect out of all the people who watch this show, we might be talking to 1 or 2 people.
I thought it was 1 or 2 people that watched this show.
That's not cool at all. What was the big story in the NFL this weekend?
Lions.
I mean,
they're fun right now.
The Lions are
when you send Penei Sewell in motion to win the game.
Lions are the feel-good team of early December or mid-December now.
The other feel-good story of the week was not fun because it was Thursday night.
Baker Mayfield.
My boy Baker Mayfield.
Your boy Baker Mayfield.
Against my team, who just urinated down their leg.
How long are they going to keep McDaniels there? I guess if you look at the numbers, Las Vegas, they ought to be like over 500, right? I mean, they're DVOA and all that.
Actually, they're below average. Even
are they below
DVOA.
average? Okay,
Yeah.
well, I thought they should be over 500.
They won a couple of games in overtime, so they looked fun, but no.
That was actually, I thought that was a good time.
It would have been if I wasn't a Raider fan. 'Cause it was fun to watch, other than seeing a guy show up a day before the game and lead 2 scores in the last 4 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's what the ATS is of the year. The Fun Lions, and actually the Bengals are a lot of fun right now, too.
Raiders are 22nd weighted DVOA.
Oh, okay. The Bengals have won 10 out of their last 11 against the spread, and the Lions 9-4 against the spread. Giants.
Remember we did the best pick per division?
Yes.
My central pick north pick was Lions to get over. I think it was 6.5. So.
Oh, you're gonna that's already hit, right?
I believe so.
No, they're 6 right now. Worst ATS on the season: the Bucks at 3-9-1, the Chiefs at 4-8-1, and the Bears at 4-8-1 against the spread. Take a look at the best over: Bears and Lions. That is fun. Then you have the Eagles. I'm surprised. Isn't it the Bears playing the Eagles this weekend or something like that? I'm surprised that number is still in the 40s. I would have thought that would have gone over 50, since those teams are they
it's
keep
also
going
2 run heavy teams, though. That clock's going to keep moving. And I have not looked at weather yet. But
well, now that's true. It's gonna be cold. It's not going to be bad, but it's going to be cold. Is the story, from what I understand. And then you look at the best under teams. This again, your indication. Keep it in mind, as always. Past results do not indicate further or future performance, because I was on the Broncos.
Russell Wilson finally had 3 touchdown passes. He probably doesn't remember that.
Oh gosh, that's true, and it's so bad. But I got to tell you, I think past performance will indicate future. Past results might indicate future performance on the Buccaneers. There, I don't think the Bucs are going to.
I still think they win the division because it's their division.
Let's take a look at that before we get to here's the NFC. Here's the NFC playoff race right now. The Buccaneers at 6-7, Falcons at 5-8, Carolina at 5-8 down there in the division. So the Buccaneers holding on to the division by 1, and then you got the Lions at 6-7. And I got to tell you, Weeze, you mentioned this being the fun week for the Lions. They are the radio media darlings. Everybody right now.
Well, some of that's the Hard Knocks hangover. With everyone got to see Dan Campbell and how fun he is. The players love him. Blah blah blah. Biting kneecaps, and he gives you the sound bites.
Well, now, did you see him on Pat McAfee this week?
No.
You brought up the Penei Sewell. He didn't know what was happening.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me one bit. That seemed like an offensive coordinator.
He said he was standing there watching he couldn't hear anything because they were in Detroit and they were doing the wave, and it got really, really loud. And he said he only half heard what was going on in his headset, and somebody asked him if it's okay to do this, and he didn't hear what they said. He said, "Sure, go ahead." And then the next thing he did, he looked out the field. He saw Sewell in motion. He thought, "Oh no!"
You know who else said, "Oh no"? The defenders.
Oh, so yeah, actually,
which it gave us one of the best photos of the year too.
Oh, I didn't see that.
It was because he had to reach. I mean, he had to make an athletic play to catch it because it's thrown behind him. So you got him laid out above the ground, and it's perfect background blur. Photographer was. I mean, he is the only thing in focus. Him and the ball, with everything else blurred out behind him, and he's off the ground about 6 inches.
Listen, when he's diving,
body laid out. Yeah, when he's diving.
When he's diving for the first down, which he barely got.
Yeah,
and he did get it, but he barely got it. So yeah, it was offensive tackles around the world. Rejoice Penei Sewell, the star.
Throwing to him is one thing. Sending him in motion to basically a H-back flat pass.
Yeah,
it was beautiful.
That's an athletic play.
He's an athlete. I mean, he came out. He's one of the top athletes.
That was the Oregon tackle.
He's the one that set out an entire year and was still one of the top 5.
That was
picks.
the Oregon kid, right?
Yeah.
He's really good. Here's the AFC. If you want to take a look at it, folks, who's going to go to the playoffs and or not? Patriots at 7-6. Chargers and Jets also at 7.
Third-string quarterback now.
Huh?
Ravens down to their third-string quarterback now.
Ravens at 9-4. You've got the Bengals at 9-4, tied. The Ravens win the tiebreak due to the head-to-head. I suspect the way the Bengals are playing right now, it's kind of a you never know. Bengals could get to the 1. I mean, they're only a game behind the 1 with 4 games to go. So it's going to be a little tricky.
I'm still hoping the Bills pull away a couple of games here because of a futures bet on the Josh Allen MVP.
Well, the Bills also, they've got a little bit of I think, don't they have schedule? They've got a good schedule coming up towards
So do the Dolphins. The Chargers have a chance of catching the Dolphins. I think that win might make the difference because of the way the schedules line up.
What do you mean?
Chargers beating the Dolphins last week.
Oh, I see. Yeah. The Chargers at 7-6, the Dolphins at 8-5. Bills with a 2-game lead in the division. That's pretty safe, you got to figure. And shut up, phone. So we're running out of time. We got about 3 minutes. Tell us who's betting on what. What
Let's
we
see.
doing?
We got 3 picks each.
How did we do last weekend? I lost.
You went 0-2. Jamie was 0-2. Lucas is 1-1, and I was 2-0.
Good for you. Congrats. That's why you're here today, Weeze.
That's why I got to come back.
Yeah, that's why you got to come back.
Lucas is on the Texans plus 14.
Too many. That's a lot of points. Too many points.
Would have worked last week against the Cowboys. He's on the Rams plus 6.5. I kind of like the Packers on a tease on the other side there.
That's Monday night.
And he's on the Pats plus 1 against the Raiders. That's 2 teams I don't want to watch play football.
I don't either.
Who are the Vikings playing? Colts. Gotta be.
Yeah.
Jamie's on the Vikings minus 4 versus dumpster fire, according to his spreadsheet entry. It's like, wait, yeah, that's gotta be the Colts.
That actually makes a ton of sense.
And he's on the Jets and pick 'em against the Lions, and the Saints minus 4.5 against the Falcons. And then you're 3.
Yeah.
You're also on the Jets.
Yes.
I will say plus 1 is available. If you like that, I kind of like the tease the other way. Get to that 7.
Bears is kind of that makes some sense.
Bears plus 9 against the Eagles.
I think that's just too many points. The Eagles are. I think the Eagles will just do enough to win.
That's what I keep thinking, and every time I think it, they destroy teams.
Yeah. Well.
And then Browns minus 3.
I was also 0-2 last week.
Browns minus 3 against the Ravens.
That is all about.
I think it's all about the
quarterback.
QB,
Yeah. You said Huntley's out.
Huh?
You said Huntley's out.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, they're looking at it was Anthony Brown. Actually, Huntley's expected to be out. I don't think it's official, but it's not likely. Yeah.
Wow, I'm glad I made that bet already because that'll probably move a little bit more.
Well, I think that's kind of counting, because otherwise the Ravens would be favored.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's probably true.
I'm on the Seahawks plus 3.5 against the Niners. I'm hoping Brocktober's over.
I don't know, man. Niners look really good.
They look like a freaking
Niners look
right now.
really, really good.
It's them or the Eagles right now if the Niners stay healthy. But
yeah.
They got to get healthy first.
Yeah.
Jags plus 5 against the Cowboys, hoping they kind of keep this trend going and hoping the Cowboys versus the Texans was not just a bad week. And then I'm also 38.5 is a low total for an NFL game. Steelers-Panthers is at 38.5, and I'm still taking the under.
I love it. I think that makes a ton of sense. The
NFL, if it's in the 50s, it's telling you they want you to take the under. I usually go the opposite. It's the same way with the games in the 30s. Yeah, they're there for a reason.
That's entirely true. Hey, Louise, thank you so much for being here.
Always fun.
Appreciate it, folks. We'll see you next week with our big end of year Bowl Mania blowout show, and we'll talk to y'all then. Good luck to you this weekend. We'll see you soon, and Merry Christmas.